World War II is buried under mountains of myths, repeated in films, games, even textbooks. Today, we detonate 7 explosive falsehoods with declassified documents, archives, and irrefutable facts. No spin, no drama, just history. First, the haunting quote attributed to Japanese Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto after Pearl Harbor: "I fear all we have done is to awaken a sleeping giant." It paints him as a tragic visionary foreseeing Japan's doom. But here's the truth: Yamamoto never wrote or spoke these words. The myth originated in a 1941 US propaganda piece by Hungarian writer Ladislas Farago, who later confessed, "I needed a punchline." Crucially, Yamamoto kept no wartime diary, and his verified communications show starkly different sentiments. On December 8, 1941, he radioed his fleet.
"The war has begun. Exert every effort."
His real view came in 1940 when he warned Japan's prime minister, "If ordered to fight, I shall run wild for 6 months, but I have no confidence for the 2nd or 3rd year." Next, the infamous image of Polish lancers charging German tanks in 1939, a tale symbolizing feudal bravery. Reality, this never occurred. The myth stems from the Battle of Krojanty on September 1st, 1939. Polish cavalry ambushed German infantry in a forest, scattering them. When German armored cars arrived later, they machine-gunned the Poles, who were dismounted, not charging. Nazi propagandists staged photos of dead horses near tanks, igniting the lie. Even German General Heinz Guderian debunked it in his memoirs. The Poles attacked with cold steel, but against infantry, not tanks. Third, the claim that America's victory at Midway in June 1942 was pure luck. Facts prove otherwise. For months, US cryptanalysts, led by Commander Joseph Rochefort, cracked Japan's JN-25B naval code. By May 1942, they knew Japan's objective, AF, was Midway. To confirm, Midway sent a fake distress signal about broken water condensers. When Japan radioed, "AF has water shortages," the trap was set. Admiral Chester Nimitz positioned carriers exactly where Japan's fleet would appear. As Japanese Admiral Nagumo lamented post-battle, "The enemy knew our plan." Fourth, the thrilling story of Britain fabricating a massive army at Dover in 1944 to deceive Hitler about D-Day. While Operation Fortitude was real, Dover's role is exaggerated. The main deception centered on East Anglia, where fake radio traffic, double agents like Juan Pujol, also known as Garbo, and inflatable tanks simulated the 1st US Army Group, a force threatening Calais. Dover had only dummy landing craft, visible to German reconnaissance. The masterstroke? Garbo's June 9, 1944 message to Berlin. Pas-de-Calais attack imminent. Normandy is a diversion. Hitler held back 15 divisions. Fifth, President Truman's justification for Hiroshima, that it spared 500,000 to 1 million American lives by avoiding invasion. This precise figure is unsupported. Truman's July 18, 1945 diary entry estimated 250,000 casualties for invading Kyushu, not deaths. The Joint Chiefs' May 1945 projection was 40,000 dead for Kyushu. The million lives number first appeared in Secretary of War Henry Stimson's 1947 Harper's Magazine article. Crucially, Japan was already seeking peace via Moscow in July 1945, as confirmed by decrypted cables, magic intercepts. Sixth, that Germany nearly won the 1940 Battle of Britain but failed by switching from bombing airfields to cities. The numbers tell a different story. In 1940, Britain produced 4,283 fighters versus Germany's 3,000. Even at the peak of airfield attacks, August 24 through September 6th, the RAF had 1,023 ready fighters, more than on July 10th. Luftwaffe losses were unsustainable. 1,652 aircraft destroyed versus RAF's 1,087. As Churchill noted,
"Never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few."
Yet for all the Luftwaffe's struggles, another legend persists, that German tanks were unstoppable war machines. Which brings us to our final myth. In reality, German tanks were over-engineered and unreliable. The Panther broke down every 150 kilometers. In Normandy, the 2nd Panzer Division lost 47 Panthers to mechanical failure in 1 month. Strategically, they were outmatched. Germany built 1,347 Tigers versus America's 49,234 Shermans. At Atacor, 1944, US Shermans destroyed 50 Panthers using flanking tactics and HE rounds. As German General von Manteuffel admitted, the Shermans' numbers and reliability overwhelmed us. These myths persist because they serve narratives of lone geniuses or invincible machines. But history lives in the mud, in Panther crews pushing broken down tanks, in Sherman battalions outmaneuvering heavier foes, and in the relentless arithmetic of production lines. Demand evidence, seek sources. History isn't a propaganda reel, it's our shared truth. Please leave a like, and I'd love to know more on your opinions in the comment section. Honestly, it makes my day, so don't be shy to leave a comment. Till the next video.